Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be on this green cut crease right here, super easy and fun to do. If you'd like to know how I got this look then just keep watching. So I'm first going to take the Plouise base in 01 and I'm going to use this on a Morphe M421 just to carve out underneath the brows as well as cancel any redness that's on my lids. I'm then going to take the cut crease brush by Beauty Bay and I'm going to use this to blend out that base. For the transition shade, I'm going to start off really light and I'm going to pick up the shade Trance on a Morphe M441 and I'm going to buff this in the crease using circular motions and then build it up to the intensity that I want. So using a Morphe M330, I'm going to pick up the shade Savage and I'm going to use this to further deepen up the crease. I'm then going to go back with that original brush that we used earlier just to blend everything together. And then using that same Morphe M330 and the shade Savage, I'm going to use that to deepen up the outer V. Again, using that same brush, I'm going to pick up the shades Domination and Savage, and I'm going to use those shades just to further intensify the outer V and the outer crease. And then again going back in with that Morphe M441. So I'm going to pick up the shades Savage and Ball of Fire on a Morphe M506 and I'm going to use this just to warm up the outer V as well as the lash line. And then I'm going to keep building up those shades to the intensity that I like, and then again going back in with that Morphe M441 just to make sure that everything's seamlessly blended together. So using that same Plouise base that we used earlier, I'm first going to use this to cut the crease. So I'm first going to stamp where I want the initial shape to be, and then when I've got the overall shape I'll then fill it in with some extra product. And then using a Morphe M167, I'm going to pick up the shade Power Play and I'm going to stamp that directly on top of where we cut the crease. And then using the M506 with no additional product, I'm going to use this to blend out the edges of the cut crease. To add some shimmer to the look, I'm going to take the Skinny Dip London Highlight of My Life palette and I'm going to take the shade Off the Planet and I'm going to use this on that same brush and pack it directly on top of that Power Play colour. I'm going to dip back into that same Morphe palette and I'm just going to run the shade Smoked Out along the lash line, and then I'm going to apply the iDot lashes in style Me More just off camera. So for foundation today I'm going to use the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid Foundation in shade Light Honey. And I'm first just going to dot this all over my face before blending it out with a beauty blender. Here I'm just using a kabuki brush on my neck just to make sure that everything is the same colour and same texture. So I'm just going to quickly do my eyebrows, and to do these I'm going to use the Pears Soap, and I'm just going to brush the brow hairs up and then out. So for concealer today I'm going to mix the L'Oreal Infallible in shade Vanilla and then the L'Oreal True Match in Ivory Rose. And I'm first going to put these underneath the eyes, on the chin, the cupid's bow, the nose, and then a little bit on the forehead as well, before blending it all out with that same beauty blender. I'm also going to use that same concealer just to carve out underneath the eyeshadow. And then to set all that in place, I'm going to use the Beauty Bakery translucent powder. And I'm first going to blend out any creases that may have been left underneath the eyes, as well as picking up a little bit of that powder just on the sponge, and then pouncing it on the back of my hand just to make sure I'm not putting too much product underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to use that same powder on a big fluffy brush just to set the rest of my face. So I'm going to pick up the shades The OG and Savage on a Morphe M433, and I'm just going to run this on the outer portion of the lower lash line. And then on an M506 I'm going to pick up the shades Power Play and Come Alive, and I'm going to run those on the inner half of the lower lash line, just sort of mimicking what we've done on the top. And then I'm going to pick up the Off the Planet highlighting shade just for an inner corner highlight. To warm up the face, I'm going to use the Maybelline City Bronzer, and then I'm going to use this on the cheekbones, forehead, jawline, and then a little bit on the nose as well. For blush, I'm going to use the Revolution Blush Reloaded in Rhubarb and Custard, and I'm going to place this on the apple of my cheeks and then blend it back into that bronzer. And then I'm going to run a little bit of that just over the nose as well. And then I'm going to take this eye pencil from Stargazer, this is in the shade Emerald. And then I'm just going to use this in the waterline just to blend the whole look together. For mascara today, I'm going to use the Maybelline Lash Sensational on my lower lashes, and then I'm going to put a little bit on the top as well, just to blend my natural lashes in with the falsies. So taking that same highlighting palette that we were using on the eyes earlier, I'm going to pick up the shades Live in the Highlight and Off the Planet. And then I'm going to pop this along the cheekbones, above the eyebrow, a little bit on the chin. And then I'm also going to pick up a smaller detail brush just to do the nose and then a little bit above the cupid's bow. So for lips, I'm going to go in with the same lip liner that I always use. This is the W7 Liptwister in Very Nude. And I'm first going to start by overlining the centre of my lips, so the bottom and the cupid's bow, and then connecting them to the natural lip line of the outer portion of my lips as well. And then for lipstick, I'm going to go in with the Clinique Pop Bear Pop and just apply that over the top of the lip liner. And then to set all of the makeup in place, I'm going to use the Revolution Glycolic Acid Setting Spray. And then this is the finished result. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.